How My Love Was Sawed in Half by Robert Fountain. When I was 14, I ran away from home. My mother and father thought I had gone to summer camp. I started for camp, but I got off the train because I saw a carnival. I meant to stay only until the next train came. Then I remembered the advice of my Uncle Louis. If you do not see all of this world, you will not be ready for the next. I walked about at the carnival as if in a dream. I smelled the popcorn and the candy apples. I listened to the music, the shouting of the carnival people, and I tasted sugar candy. The next train came, and another one after that. But I was still in my dream. I was in love with the carnival. Here, at last, was a place for me. Life here was fun. I tried to find a job, but I just didn't look like a carnival person. Huge men with sweating faces smiled at me as they said, "No." Big women in colorful dresses gently patted my head as they said, "No." I was beginning to feel sad. But then I came to Remy, the fortune teller. "Let me see your hands," she said. She looked at them for a long time. "You will be disappointed in love," she said. And then, after a moment, she added, "But then who isn't?" "Were you?" I asked. "Always. First Hippo, the hypnotist. Then Greco, the strong man. Even Haha, the laugher who runs half the mirrors." "I'm sorry," I said. "About you, I mean." She then felt the bumps on my head. "The bumps are good," she said. "The bump of progress is well developed. And this one here, the intelligence bump, is a good size. Perhaps I can help you. I have many friends out of the carnival. Come back after dark. You can sleep in the wagon. You must wash dishes, though, and stay on your own side of the room." I left her with excitement. I walked everywhere and saw all of the carnival. At last, I came to Hippo, the hypnotist. He was a huge man, all painted in white, with 2 red spots on his cheeks. I watched him as he sawed a girl in half. She lay in the long box, her head out of one end, her legs out of the other end. She was smiling and looked so beautiful and brave. Her hair was golden and she had blue eyes. She did not seem troubled at all when the saw cut through her. And then a miracle. In a few minutes, she was put back together. What a lovely magic. "A trick," a man said. "It's done with mirrors." A woman next to him agreed. I listened and I wondered. Something might be tricks, but with my own eyes, I had seen the saw go through the beautiful Belinda, and I had seen her face turn white. Perhaps this man and woman did not have the same bumps on their heads as I did. I went back to Remy, the fortune teller. "You can stay with me," she said. "There's enough to eat. People will talk, but let them." I stayed and helped Remy. I went into the middle of the crowds and made friends. I told them how Remy could see into the future and how she had told me about my past life. Her business grew. After a few weeks, I decided I was madly in love with Belinda. I told Remy, and she laughed. "In a way," she said, "I feel sorry, but perhaps you will learn a lesson. You love the impossible, but so does everyone. You love a girl with golden hair and blue eyes, and yet with the other side of your heart you love a dark brown-eyed girl. I love Belinda," I said proudly, "and no one else, except perhaps my mother and you." Remy put her hands around me. You are a nice boy. Love whom you please while you have time. The summer passed quickly, and the time came for me to leave. The boys would be leaving summer camp, and I had to get home. Before I left, I wanted to kiss Belinda and tell her I loved her. I tried several times to speak to her while she was about to be sawed in half, but Hippo always pushed me away. I was walking near the merry-go-round on the day I was to leave. When I saw her golden hair, I ran, but she disappeared in the house of mirrors. I ran after her. "Be careful," the man at the door said. "Strange things happening in there." I ran into the house and suddenly stopped. There was no place to go. In front of me, behind me, all around me was me. I could see only myself wherever I turned. I touched the mirror, trying to find an opening, but I could find none. I was lost, surrounded by myself, and I was lonely. "Belinda!" I shouted. "Belinda!" Suddenly I saw her in the mirror. When I reached out for her, she was only in glass, and then she was gone. Just then another girl appeared, almost the opposite of Belinda, but with the same shoes and stockings. This girl had dark hair and also was beautiful. The dark girl came toward me. I saw her in all the mirrors. Then she disappeared. The next thing I knew, the golden-haired girl was back. This time she touched me. "I'm Bella," she said. "I have loved you," I said, "ever since the first time I saw you." "You are a sweet boy," she said, and kissed me. She turned and was gone. In a moment, the dark girl came again. She laughed like a bell and said, "I'm Linda." She kissed me, a warm, loving kiss, and then said, "You are a sweet boy." And then she disappeared. I was alone again, looking at myself in 100 mirrors. At last I found a way out. I felt alive and had to be in the open air. I raced to Remy and told her what had happened. The girl, the one Hippo saw in half, she kissed me. But another girl, a dark one, very different, she also kissed me. When I had calmed down, Remy spoke. "I told you there always will be two women, very different. The one whose face you know so well, and the other who is just the opposite, and you do not know at all." "But is she one woman?" I asked. "Now she is, then again she is two. But now we must get you ready for the train. Hope your summer was exciting. Not many boys have this sort of summer camp." I put my arms around her. "It has been exciting," I said, "and I'm in love. I'm growing up quickly, too." When I got home, everything was the same. "You did not get very much sun," my mother said. Later, my wine-loving Uncle Louis said to me, "You have been up to something. You must tell me sometime." I told him. "Ah," he said, "well, there are two girls, you see. One is a head, and she puts her legs under her to fit in the box. The other girl is a feet, and she bends her body down to fit in the other part of the box. Only her legs show. The saw goes between the two girls. Understand? It is all a trick." I smiled to make him feel that I believed him, but he did not really understand at all. How could he? He was not in love.